When you are on your personal development journey and learning how to do mindset work, what you're really doing is striving to be and do better. But in the process of that, it's really important that you do not make this very common mistake when it comes to personal development and self-improvement. The mistake is this: putting yourself down, believing that who you are right now is less than, and being dissatisfied with this current version of yourself. Let's talk about that in today's video. We are going to answer the question, is it okay to want to be a better version of yourself? We are also going to cover the number one mistake that most people make on their personal development journey, and some of the negative thoughts that you might have which indicate that you are making this mistake. We'll talk about a different approach that you can take so that you can fix this mistake that you're making. And we will go over these 6 questions to ask yourself so that you don't fall into this trap of continuing to make this common personal development mistake. To begin with, is it okay to want to be a better version of yourself? Yes, absolutely. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be a better version of yourself. Self-actualization, personal growth, self-improvement, personal development, and self-awareness are all wonderful. One of the most beautiful things about being human is that there is always room for expansion, growth, and development. We can always strive to be better. Personal development is a process, a journey, and a practice. It is not an end result or a destination, but rather it is both an action that we take and a way of being. I'm a personal fulfillment coach, so personal development, self-improvement, and intrapersonal intelligence are really my bread and butter. I'm a big fan of wanting to improve ourselves. That being said, don't make this mistake when it comes to personal development. Here's where a lot of people go wrong in their quest for self-improvement and betterment. They view their current self as someone who is deficient. Does that sound familiar? Here are some of the thoughts that you might have which indicate that you probably view yourself as deficient or less than. You might be thinking, I wish I wasn't like this. Or, I'm so disappointed in myself that I'm not farther ahead. Or, I can't do XYZ because I'm not good enough. Or, if only I wasn't so blank. When you believe thoughts like that, it's important to remember that those thoughts are exactly that, thoughts. They are not necessarily truth, even though they may feel very true to you. This is a problem that so many people face. You want to be a better version of yourself, but in a contracted sort of way. You want to stop being or doing this versus that. You don't like a certain part of yourself very much. You want to be less of yourself in one way or another, but that's really not the best approach to take at all when it comes to personal development. Not only is that approach cruel and unfair to this present version of yourself, but it will also hinder your personal development progress. Let me reiterate, there is nothing wrong with wanting to improve oneself or change. That can be wonderful. However, you do not need to do self-improvement work by diminishing yourself, or lessening yourself, or quieting some part of yourself. Self-improvement doesn't come by focusing so hard on that which you dislike about yourself. Here's a different approach that I invite and encourage you to consider. Perhaps, rather than diminishing yourself, there is a beautiful part of yourself that you have been neglecting. What would happen if you embraced being more of your core self? Right now, you are probably hiding some of the best parts of yourself. We don't want to diminish that light. We don't want to make you smaller. Instead, we want to bring more of the core of you to the surface. Personal growth and self-development involve identifying those parts of yourself that are at your core, the unique superpowers that you are currently hiding from yourself and from the world, and creating space for them to flourish. You do not need to make yourself smaller. The world does not need a lesser version of you. Being your best self is about being more of your unique self. Your personal growth journey includes building a better relationship with yourself. It involves learning how to be kinder to yourself and increasing your self-compassion. It involves creating better support systems within yourself so you don't have so much internal conflict and struggle. So you stop holding yourself back and being your own worst enemy. It's time to give yourself permission to be more of yourself. Here are 6 self-reflection questions to get you started. Number 1, what aspects of yourself do you often try to keep smaller? Number 2, what makes you want to hide that part of yourself? Number 3, what part of yourself do you like? Some aspect of yourself that feels very you, but which few people ever actually get to see. Number 4, what would happen if they saw that part of you? Number 5, how would it feel to focus more on cultivating what you do like about yourself, rather than solely trying to stamp down what you don't like? Number 6, what could and would your life be like if you embraced more of your core self? These aren't easy questions to explore, but they are a really important part of your personal development journey. And when you get personal fulfillment coaching with me, I can guide you through each of these questions and so much more. We will go deep within, develop your interpersonal skills, help you to understand yourself better than ever before, and build the courage so that you can take action on your self-discovery experience. Your self-improvement and personal growth journey is just beginning, and you already have it within you to be the best version of yourself without being mean to this version of yourself. You can appreciate yourself, you can love this iteration of yourself while also taking things to the next level, while also striving to be and do better. Connect more deeply with this version of yourself. Be kind and compassionate and have gratitude toward this iteration of yourself. And that will create a strong foundation as you move forward in your personal development and self-improvement journey. Visit saganmorrow.com/coaching to book your coaching sessions now. I'm really looking forward to working with you. And if you want a taste of what that can look like, you can learn how to bridge the gap between your present self and your future self. In other words, that ideal version of yourself in my free Activate Your Intuition Masterclass. Visit saganmorrow.com/masterclass to check that out now.